Hello and welcome to the Pie Guy Sign. My name's Ben and I am new to YouTube, as you can probably see from the lack of videos. Moving on to the subject. So many of you have probably heard the name Voyager. I didn't know anything about it before I made this video. I didn't even know that there were two of them. Besides that they're space probes, much else I didn't know. To start off with, Voyager 2 was actually launched on August 20th, 1977, while Voyager 1 was launched 16 days later on September 5th. But because Voyager 2 had a different trajectory than Voyager 1, overtook it on December 19th the same year. And while the original purpose for the two probes was to go to Neptune, Jupiter, Saturn, and that was really it for the time, but to come, they would fill much larger roles than that. Starting with the gas giants. Because of a literal rare alignment of the planet that only occurs every 117 years, they were able to use the gas giants' gravity to sling them along without needing extra rockets or thrusters or whatever. As such, they were able to gain valuable information about each of the planets, 48 of the moons, as well as about each of the planet's individual ring systems, like most of the people know Saturn's, but both Uranus and Neptune have them as well. Even to this day, Voyager 2 has been the only probe to ever go to and survey Neptune and Uranus. Here are some photos taken by the probes on their journey across the solar system. Moving on. The two probes were outfitted with golden discs, and on these discs there are tons of sounds and just images of everyday life on Earth. Here's what I was talking about earlier. They have a much bigger purpose now than they did when they were created. They're 18 and 15 billion kilometers away from the Sun for Voyager 1 and 2 respectively, which is insane when you consider that Neptune, the current furthest planet from our Sun, is only 4.5 billion kilometers from the Sun. As such, it takes 17 hours to transfer any information from Voyager 1 to Earth, and perhaps the largest landmark that they've encountered to date was the passing of the termination shock, or the location around the solar system where the solar winds, their velocity just doesn't exist, and other external winds take over. But even bigger than that will be happening in the next 10 years, probably for both of the probes, maybe even this year for Voyager 1. They might actually pass into interstellar space, which means no suns or their solar systems occupy space. And they're still working today, even though they set out in 1977. They have about 50 years of energy on them, so they're gonna run out sometime in 2020, in the 2020s. We don't know for sure, but that's pretty impressive that they've gone as far as they have, especially when you consider they were made 35 years ago. If you like this, please subscribe, and tell your friends. Goodbye.